Ducks! Welcome back to Miss Mackey's Virtual Library. I'm going to continue with our Earth Day or Earth Week read-alouds. The book I'm going to be sharing with you right now is called The Water Protectors by Carole Lindstrom and illustrated by Michaela Goade. I have to give you a little bit of background information on this one so that you understand it completely. Back in 2016, there was a major protest called the Standing Rock Protest, where Native Americans were protesting companies and the government using their tribal lands and their sacred lands to kind of transport oil across to, say, wherever these oil companies' factories were. And they would build pipes on the Native Americans' land and through their water, and then those pipes would burst and leak and cause all sorts of destruction on their lands. So there was what was called the Standing Rock Protest to kind of protect these tribal lands, these sacred lands, and the water that's them. And it really highlights how it really shouldn't just be, the Native Americans protecting our lands and our water, but all of us should be, because it really does affect us all if we, the water is important for everyone, life on Earth. So, We Are Water Protectors, written by Carole Lindstrom, illustrated by Michaela Goade, with permission from Roaring Book Press. Water is the first medicine. Nukomis told me. Nukomis means grandma in their language. We come from water. It nourished us inside our mother's body, as it nourishes us here on Mother Earth. Water is sacred, she said. We stand with our songs and our drums. We are still here. The river's rhythm runs through my veins, runs through my people's veins. My people talk of a black snake that will destroy the land. So you can see this black snake right over here, this large pipe cutting across their land, and not only causing issues or problems for her or the Native Americans, but for all the plants and animals that happen to live there. Spoil the water. Poison plants and animals, wreck everything in its path. So the oil companies who were doing these constructions would promise that, nothing will happen, it will be safe, and they can't really promise that. As you can see, there are leaks. We see plants and fish and birds, all sorts of other animals that are being affected and dying. When my people first spoke of the black snake, they foretold that it wouldn't come for many, many years. So we can see, I forgot the name, Nukomis, grandma, telling a story to the children. And this is the story she's telling of their ancestors, people from the past. Ancestors are the people in your family or in your culture that have lived before you. Now, the black snake is here. Its venom burns the land, courses through the water, making it unfit to drink. So you see how they kind of have turned this oil pipe into a black snake. And when they talk about its venom, they're talking about that oil seeping out, and the water is unsafe to drink, and the land is unsafe to grow food on. Take courage. I must keep the black snake away from my village's water. I must rally my people together. To stand for the water, to stand for the land, to stand as one against the black snake. And this is exactly what people did during those protests. They would hold hands and stand across roads so that trucks, like construction trucks or oil trucks, couldn't get through to continue their building. We stand with our songs and our drums. We are still here. It will not be easy. We fight for those who cannot fight for themselves. The winged ones, the crawling ones. The four-legged, the two-legged, the plants and trees and rivers and lakes. The earth. We are all related. So it's making me think a little bit about that. Fur, feathers, fin, all of us are kin. How all the animals on the earth are related, and we should be caring more for the earth and doing more to protect these animals that can't stand up for themselves. Plants too. Tears like waterfalls stream down, tracks down my face, tracks down my people's faces. Water has its own spirit, Nukomis told me. Water is alive. Water remembers our ancestors who came before us, she said. We stand with our songs and our dreams. We are still here. We are stewards of the earth. Stewards means people whose responsibility it is to care for the earth. Our spirits have not been broken. We are water protectors. We stand. The black snake is in for the fight of its life. So, I hope that story gave you a little something to think about. If you're interested in being a water protector, you can conserve water while you're here. You reuse water if possible at your home. And then you can write letters to leaders or groups encouraging them to support the Native American tribes that are fighting against their water and their lands being destroyed. Hope you enjoyed our story. Hope it gave you a little something to think about. As always, read every day. And I'll see you again next time. Bye now.